Hi guys, Harry Sunday here, letting you know that there's a apparel company that supports the game that you love. It's called There Is Only One Football.com, guys. They've got all sorts of stuff from caps, t-shirts, water bottles, all sorts of accessories, even for your mobile phone. All that sporting stuff you can wear anywhere you want to wear it, guys. That's right. And don't forget the website it's on, thereisonlyonefootball.com.
There is only one football!
Football back again. You must hate us by now. You must love us, hate us. You must have a love-hate relationship with this bloody show. Football is live from Victoria, Melbourne, Victoria, around the world, right around the world, streaming on the CCTV network right now.
She bang.
Clap your hands, man.
Oh, wrong song again, damn it. The Cup of Life.
Get out of here, mate.
Piss off, you bastard.
Get it ready, you're going to
Tuesday night. Piss off.
The Cup of Life.
The Cup of Life.
This is the one.
This is the one.
Now is the time.
Now is the
Don't
time.
never stop.
Don't ever stop.
We shouldn't know.
We should have known.
Gotta be strong.
Gotta be strong.
We shouldn't
We
know.
should have known.
Right from the
Right
top.
from the
and
top.
when you feel the heat, the world is at your feet. No one can hold you back if you really want it. I see it in your eyes. You want the cup of life. Now that today's here, you're gonna get it.
She
Do you
bang.
really want?
Hey.
Do you really want it? I'm gonna give it to you, man. Here we go. Ali, Ali, Ali. Go. Ali, Ali, Ali. Tonight's the night. We're gonna celebrate. Here we go.
Ole,
Ali,
ole,
Ali,
ole.
Ali. We are the people. We are the passion. We've got Jeff Pangrazio, Adelaide 531 coming on.
Yes.
And a massive name, George Sorras from Olympic and
Yes.
the AS 91 bloody under 20s World Cup champion, guys.
World Cup, yep.
We are the people, we are the passion, we know the history, we know the game. It's our way, the highway, Frothy. We are the people of the game, and we bloody well love it, and that's the way it is. Frothy, what's happening in your world of football is tonight? I've lost it, mate. I've lost it, mate.
I've lost it for the
mate.
last 30 bloody years since I got
Bloody
married.
hell, mate, I'm going crazy
I lost
here,
it
mate.
a while ago. Well, you're lucky you're not married.
We got a bloody big show tonight. You
You're
got
getting
no
married
idea,
now.
man. You got...
Now,
Get the hell out of me, you mug!
bastard,
Yeah,
every
well,
bloody...
Got the mug. Got him.
Now, Horace the Crow, he does it every Tuesday.
Horace is going to be joining us on the show in a couple of
Now-
weeks. You know, got no idea what he's done, this bloke.
Now, let's start from the top here.
Jesus, mate.
I went and watched South Melbourne Hellas on the weekend.
Oh, gee.
Actually, no, it was Friday night, not the weekend. And
gee.
I tell you what, there's a young boy, and I met up with our great mate,
Who's this?
Gavin Walker.
Mr. NPL was there.
Mr. NPL was there.
You gotta do this to him.
Yep.
Yes, I'll do this to him.
Yes, and I tell you what, he had the luxury of sitting with...
Who do you say? They're laughing at us again about Mr. NPL, guys.
Well, he had...
How you going, Joe? How are you, Joe? How you going, mate? Joe from Sydney's there.
Joe Mirabella, is it?
No, Jozo.
Now, listen, he had the luxury of sitting next to me, and we had a great chat there.
Really? I see
But
what you
listen,
mean.
and I'm dead set serious here. Now, there's a young fella there by the name of Terry Savalas, or Telly
Savalas.
Telly something.
Oh, gee.
Well,
Telly
he
Savalas.
wears a hat. He wears something. He must have the poor kid. Well, he must have a skin condition or something. I don't know.
Telly Savalas, man, they're clapping their hands
on.
out there, mate. He's unbelievable, that bloke.
I think Terry Savdalis or something.
Oh, that bloke.
Now,
Okay.
A-League clubs need to get
Yes.
down. Their scouts have to get
Yes,
down
yes,
to
yes.
South Melbourne
I see what you mean, yeah.
and check out this young fella.
Yes.
Because this no word of a lie. With a bit of guidance, with a bit of professionalism behind him,
Yes.
which the A-League have compared
Yes.
to the VPL, and some good
NPL.
coaching, NPL. This young fella, Terry Savdalis, I think he is. I
Yes.
can't remember. I can't remember
Yes,
his
yes,
name
yes.
quite
Terry.
clearly. He is going to be. Well, put it this way: He's that far away of stepping up to the A-League.
Really?
I saw him. I witnessed him with my own two eyes. And Gavin Walker said, you know what? You're spot on, Frothy, because...
Unbelievable, mate.
Now, I said that about the Trefiro brothers.
Yes.
Remember that?
Oh, I know what happened to them.
Well, they made
They're gone.
the A-League.
They're gone. They're gone.
Now, but listen, the A-League, I'll tell you what.
Yes.
I've got to mention these things. There is goals. There is actions. There is fights.
I have a beef with you.
Oh, what's that?
The beef is this, guys. Today I heard something about Mark Ruden. Once again, Ruden has striked again. All I can say to you,
again.
Shut up. Just shut up, Mark Ruden. Shut up, please.
Well, look, I disagree. I disagree with you, Sunday. Because I tell you what, the fourth official told him to shut up.
Yeah.
Now, Rudy Ruden, I saw the game.
Ruden.
Well, yeah, I didn't.
Berisha was upset too, you know.
Berisha was upset because he doesn't give him a full game, and I don't know why he doesn't start him from the start. We've spoken about this before, but there's something. There's something going on down there.
Yes.
But look, quite simple. If Ruden had told the fourth official to shut up, he would have given him a red card. So Rudy Ruden. He's got every right to question him, to tell him, why did you tell me to shut up?
I can't say no more.
All he did was question the free kick.
Shut up!
Now, well, he said shut up. Now, listen, the A-League. Goals. There is goals. There is fights. There is yellow cards.
There is MacArthur. Hang on, one. And there is MacArthur. Mystery MacArthur. The mysterious MacArthur Bulls down.
Now, there is attacking football. There is just individual brilliance from players I've seen. There is cliffhangers.
Yes.
Everything is there, so everything is going positive. Now, I don't know why. Someone wrote up something about on Facebook today that apparently the TV ratings are down.
John says,
and
shut up.
People aren't going. But this year, don't ask me why. It's been. Are we still on?
Yes, we're still on.
We're still on. Yep. Check 1, 2. Well,
we are on, man. George is having a good
look
at us right now too.
Now we have got a really exciting year. I watch all the games. Now everything's going well, bar one problem. Archie Thompson. Now serious, mate.
Please.
People need to talk to
we
this
better hurry up. We've got a lot of people coming on tonight.
I watched the game he was commentating on, and it took him about 42 minutes to mention the other team.
Leave him alone.
Now, we can go on and on and on.
Archie,
we are not professionals.
We've had Archie on. We'll have to get him on next week to explain to us what's going on. Is that right?
Why
not?
Is it?
Why not, mate? Why not, mate?
I don't understand. There is too much. That's Horace the Crow again. Where is he? He keeps on
he upsets me, mate.
But anyway, look, I'm enjoying every game, as usual.
Yes, of course I do.
And I don't know why. Like I said, look, bar one team, I won't mention the name. They're up here, actually, up there.
Please leave my boys alone. They're going to get better, mate, in a couple of days.
I'm not going to say
they will get better, don't worry.
Every team in the A-League, any given day, can have a shock result against another team. So it's a very, very even competition.
That's right.
Except for your mob.
They're going to be fine.
Stuffing it
They're going to be fine. Let's get away from this right now, because here right now.
I didn't mention a name.
I want to say no more about that, but this is very important today. The A-League have been offered a brand new TV deal by Stan Sports. But let me tell you what the catch is. The catch is this. They've got to go back to summer. Excuse me.
They've got to go back to summer?
We're talking about going back to winter. They want to go back to summer. Let me tell you something about this right now, guys. Okay, let's go back to summer. Let's go back to summer and see what happens to everyone and see what happens to the teams after that. They play in the heat, and guess what? They can't even align themselves with the Asian Champions League because they will fail, and they will suffer again.
Why do they want to do that for?
The most ridiculous situation that we're in. We need to align with Asia to be able to play good teams, good clubs from the A-League to get somewhere in the Asian Champions League. This is the big problem, guys. They think, yes, let's take this deal. But then you're going to have all these teams getting done in the Asian Champions League and being thrown out completely. So what the hell are we talking about here?
So
there are consequences that they were supposed to actually align themselves with the junior developments and everything and all that sort of stuff. And this is the problem, guys. Some idiot wants to go back to summer. And I'm sure David Ben, our bloody good sponsor, has said it before. We need to go to winter, and I agree with him. Winter bloody sport. And if you take that stupid stand deal, see you later. We're going to lose everybody, because I'll tell you right now, we're going to struggle in summer again. Okay, and this is why they've gone there. We've got a couple of minutes to talk about this.
Now tell me something. So you want to go back to winter, is it?
We're going back to winter. I don't give a stuff.
So what's the advantage? So what's that going to do for our
And the-
game?
and the
Are
FF
more people going to go? Is the standard going to get any better? I'll tell you something
hang
right
on.
now. It's not going to get any better.
Well, we've got to get better.
We can't get better.
And the FFA have the last say. The FFA have the last say on this, and they're going to put their bloody foot down. Believe me.
Now I tell you what, I'll put my foot down right here.
I just lost that.
Now the problem is we are the people who claim they love the game here. They have no idea because they expect too much. They see teams from other seas and they think all of a sudden, well, we aren't as good as them. Well, you know what? Don't even comment.
I'm not going to say
what
anymore.
we got. This is what we got.
I see what I've got.
Whether it goes to summer or winter,
I know.
they play on the sun in the winter time, obviously.
I know.
It doesn't matter. Like I said, I follow this great team here,
Oh, gee.
and I'm lucky enough to follow
that great team. You've got to be
lucky enough to
joking.
follow this great team.
You've got to
here
be
as well.
joking, man.
But what I'm saying is, I watch every
ridiculous.
game, and I am really excited this year. The standard this year, like I said, it's got everything. It's got goals. It's got fights. It's fine.
I have
The
no
product
but
at the second is really good.
Well, this is the crunch time coming right now. We're in autumn. After this, we go into winter. Let's see what happens during the AFL season and the rugby league season. That's the big test. And let's see what the FFA are going to do about this because
Nothing's going to happen.
We just have to wait and see. That's what's going to happen. Just wait and see.
Nothing's going to
We've got to get Jeff Pangrazio on there
Pangrazio.
with
Let's
a
get Jeff
little bit of more
Pangrazio
cheese on the
on,
pizza as well for him right now.
Yeah, a bit
Let's
more
get Jeff
cheese,
on, guys, right now. Let's get him on right now. Let's go.
Medium
Very important
Pangrazio
information
with,
from Adelaide. Very important
extra
information.
Anchovies. That sounds like a pizza.
Hello, Jeff. Good evening, Jeff from 531 Adelaide. How are you?
It may be
Yeah, I'm very well. And how's all the boys? And the football's well underway. And we're seeing some good results.
Yes, we are seeing some good results. And we know that Adelaide had a good result against my bloody team, which I'm not happy about. And you know that, Jeff.
But Harry, don't get too down about it.
I'm not
thought
going to get
Melbourne Victory really played a good half of
Yes,
football, good
yes.
brand of football. And I
Yes.
thought they had chances. Robbie Cruz tried his heart out.
Of course.
And Brimmer scored a cracking goal in the 28th
Yes,
minute. So it was
exactly.
all up and go. But they just couldn't get their momentum going,
That's
could
right.
they, in the second half? And
That's right.
I feel that, Harry, I feel really that I don't think it's all Brebner. And you can't blame Brebner. He's been in the job this year. Has he got the players? No, he hasn't. You got Brimmer, Cruz, and maybe one more that's
Yes.
got the experience, and the others is just sort of tagging behind. And I don't think he's got the the
Jeffrey,
right crop, mate.
can I just jump in there? You must have saw. You saw the game, didn't you?
Please.
Yeah, I did see the game.
Okay.
I did see the game.
Now,
Filthy.
people go on about Robbie Cruz. Well, we all have opinions and views. Robbie Cruz isn't even a shadow of what he used to be.
Here we go.
Look, he does run at players. At times, he does enough. There's one particular incident where they were kicking to the right of screen.
Yes, I
He
see.
did all
Yeah,
the hard
yeah.
work, and I tell you
And
what.
he missed, yeah.
Well, it's not like he missed. It's like he purposely passed it to the goalkeeper of the opposition.
Yeah.
Now, then Mr. Brebner, he eventually took off. Can you call him marquee players? A guy that's 7'9", gets Steve, and the other guy, and even the commentator was saying, "Well, why'd you taken off his two?" Like I said, are they the guest players? Are they the marquee players? They're fit. They should be in there. I mean, every time there's a corner, you need someone like that. I mean, look, I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, they had some chances. We know that, but you know what?
They had as many chances as Adelaide United. They had 15 shots on goal, where Adelaide United had 11, and their passing was a little bit down on 391. You'd really want to get over the 400 mark to sort of win a game of football, and United had 478. But United have brought in some good footballers,
Yes.
which have helped in the last 2 or 3 weeks, Harry and Frothy.
Yes.
And you must admit that Goodwin has been a utter change in the whole side, and another young lad that I really like coming from Western United is Cavallo. I really think he's going to be a real acquisition
But
at
I
Adelaide
have,
United.
Jeff, he was from Victory.
I have
once upon a
something
time.
very important to tell you about that game, and I'm not really happy about it. Once again, we talk about people out there who are, whether they're wherever they're from, whatever club they're from. I'm going to mention the club again. But what I'm going to say to you is this is disgusting. A young boy he made one of his debuts, Yingi, the African Australian player. That young kid, he is absolute dynamite. The kid is dynamite. And the problem about this, Jeff, is why would he get racially vilified? It is disgusting. The kid is unbelievable. And just because he walked in front of the victory crowd and apparently they went and did this thing to him and they're screaming and they're swearing. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I really thought he went a little bit overboard in doing that as well to eat the crowd on, especially with victory. They're very frustrated.
Oh, we know
they won one game. It's always going to be challenges on social media, and it's not the way to go. And we know that. So players in social media need to cut that out because it doesn't set any examples. You know, they're professional players. These boys, they train nearly every day of the week.
Exactly.
And, they've got to set examples. And Casina, you're a great lad. I was just talking to Barney Smith, the Comets coach tonight before I come on with you. And he said he was at the Comets before. He was a great club club man, and he got off the plane the other day when he got off from Melbourne, and he went straight to the gala day at Adelaide Comets, and he is a really good lad. I mean, what he done the other night was just a little bit over the top. He shouldn't have done that.
Oh, you really think so, Jeffrey? Was over the top? What did he do?
I don't think that's needed on a football ground to stir up supporters that are really aggro at the moment with their team.
Well, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And my hat's off to Carl Viet, because I tell you what, he's had these young fellas for a while, and good on him for bleeding in these young players. And they so happen to be African, which is nothing wrong with that. Look, they're all quick. They're all they're all excited to play, and especially Yengi.
Yengi, my God, mate.
Yengi,
what
I think, boys, he's going to be better than Ture, the older one, the Ture. I think that's what happened the other night. He just he's not firing at the moment. He did carry an injury. They brought him back, and he just hasn't excited the team like he normally does. And they took him off, and that's where Casina, he really shined out. He set up a goal and he kicked one himself. So he's got talent to burn, but you don't want to get carried away. You know, this is what happens to Ture before. He kicked a goal and then they get carried away. They're only young. They're still learning the
exactly, Jeff. But what I'll tell you right now is these kids are probably watching the Premier League. They're watching a lot of European leagues. They're coming on there and they're watching their idols, and they're looking at the way Messi scores a goal. He walks in front of the crowd. He looks at them. He's happy. And this is the thing. This is where they're getting all this stuff from. So he wanted to test the crowd. He tested them, and this is what happened.
Sunday,
I understand.
Let me just butt in there. The boy, for me, he did nothing wrong. He just went and stood in front of him and said,
"That's all he did."
How was that? He set up a few goals. He's confident. He's young. He's excited. He's been with Adelaide for a while. He's got his mentor there in Carl Viet, which is a great NSL player from Adelaide City. Where's Adelaide City? Somewhere here.
They're somewhere there behind.
No, a lot of these boys have come through Adelaide United's youth squads.
Fantastic.
So you have to take your hat off to Paul Pezos was there for a long time, and you can't get any better coach than Paul Pezos teaching. You believe me, he's a great coach, and he's now at Adelaide City, and he'll do very well there.
Now, I'll just tell you, Jeff, right now that I'm sure there'll be offers from Melbourne Victory for Yingy to come over, that's for sure. So
he's not going
anywhere. Watch this space.
It's all been shut, Harry. It's all been closed, mate. I know you're trying very hard.
But let me... Okay, Jeff...
Your checkbook's running very low at
the moment. As a politician would say, no comment.
Jeff,
no comment.
Young Sunday here is dreaming.
Excuse me, please.
The young fella Yengi isn't going anywhere.
People dream every day, mate. That's the problem.
Well, keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. But listen, yes, you're always going to look fantastic when you're playing a schoolboy team, because I tell you what, Victory's back. Look,
schoolboy teams.
Well, they are. They're defenders. They were shocking. They were all over the place. They couldn't even get their lines going. Look, but we've got to say something. They've got a lot of injuries too. Now let's give them a bit of credit, considering they've got half a team out. Your mob, Harry, and
I'll be there next week, mate. I'll be there next week on the ground.
You can go there next week and cut the oranges for them.
Get out of it. Bloody oranges, mate. You've got an orange cap on them, mate. Get out of it, mate.
But,
oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but look, like I said, I've got nothing. I don't think young Yankee did anything wrong. But on his Instagram thing, he poor bugger, he copped a big time.
Jesus, my God, mate.
Frothy, everyone's opinionated to their own opinion.
Oh, that's right, exactly.
Whether it's it's okay about it or it's not. Everyone has an opinion. And in my opinion, that's revving the crowd up. And they're already aggro as enough with Melbourne's victories, performances. And, just leave it alone. That was a good win. Thank you very much. Get on with the game and makes you a better person.
Oh, boy.
Believe it.
Well, Jeff, a lot of players have done it. Archie Thompson done it. Cahill
Here we go
done
again.
it. But listen, talk about someone who's, not making good progress at the moment. Ronaldo claiming he's the greatest. Now, did you see that interview?
Tell me that, mate.
He has gone past. He has gone past Pele. He's actually scored 770. And Pele's scored.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Is that what he says? He wants some more of it. Is that right?
Is that Elvis? Is that singing?
That was bloody. What's his name? The bloody idiot.
Now, listen. He has scored more than Pele, but Ronaldo, if you're watching, and I'll bet my bottom dollar he's not. Pele has won 3 World Cups, and Portugal's never going to World.
They've only won a European Cup.
Well, the massive claim to say bigger than Pele, for heaven's sake.
With a former Greek bloody coach, Santos, yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, Jeffrey, surely you're going to agree with me with that, aren't you? I mean...
Frothy, just going back on the A-League,
yes,
you said some real positives before. The game is scoring plenty of goals. It's looking okay for the A-League, considering that we had a real bad COVID, as we all know.
I can't believe it.
The football is not too bad. It's quite attractive in a lot of ways if you really watch the game. Some are really slow in their performances, the way they come from the back. But it's really been good attacking soccer football to watch, actually.
That's right, exactly.
Well, look, Jeff, is it fair to say this is our product, okay? Yes, we can say that obviously, the Foxtel deals and the crowds and this and that, whatever. But the thing is, I watch every game, and I tell you what, I'm really excited this year, considering what we've had. There's cliffhangers, there's unexpected results.
Let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you why.
And I'm not talking shit here.
I'll tell you the difference. I'll tell you the difference, guys, and I will tell everybody out there right now
let's
too.
See what Sunday
this is what I'm going to tell you too, Jeff, right now.
What are you
because we
tell
spoke
us,
about this at the beginning of the night, at the beginning of the show, right? About they're going to go into a different time of playing the game again after about 20 years of being in summer. We're going back to winter, and this is the thing now. What you got to look at, guys, is too. We're going to winter because these players now are playing in a much cooler climate. Jeff and Frothy, they're playing in a much cooler climate. Harry. And these guys can do more. They can do more now. And this is why it's working. Because as the FFA have said, yes, we want to take the game back to winter. That's where it belongs. And this
working in with the Asian League. That's exactly really good. I think it's fantastic.
Yes, yes, Jeff. Go on, Jeff.
No, I think it's really good, Harry. The winter game, a lot have said yes and a few said no, but the majority, I'd say, would say it's a winter's game, and FFA has the last say, and whatever happens, happens. But I think the winter's game, I like it anyway. I don't know about you boys. But.
Exactly, Jeff, what you're saying. We like it because the thing is, these guys have got more energy out there to play much harder and score more goals, and that's what's going on right now. Every time in summer they've struggled. They have struggled bringing marquee players over, and they've never lasted a bloody game. Now, the thing about this is, we are aligning with Asia, which means the teams will be ready to play in Asia much better and prepared. This is the problem here. And we've had nothing but embarrassment every time a team goes over there. When we play summer, we play in their off-season, and we keep playing here, and they've got not enough players who are fit enough to play at all because they're played over here. See? This is the thing.
No, I totally agree with you, Harry. Win a sport, win a game, no problem.
Exactly. And this is the point I'm making. And now what they're saying with Stan Sports, they've got another deal they want to go to Stan Sports. Now, they've got the rugby union there. They started this last week or the week before. They want to bring this special TV deal, Stan Sports and Gem, to put the A-League on there. Hang on, mate, hang on. Just because they want to go there during the summer, go back to summer when it's starting to work here right now.
Sponsor coming on if it goes back to summer. What a rot that is.
The problem with this, Jeff, is we need to align with Asia, and it's winter. It's a winter sport in Asia. It's a winter sport in Australia. Full stop. If you want the game to go ahead, we need to align with Asia, and if we want our clubs to get successful in Asia, they need to play at the same bloody time. Simple as that. That's
100%. Agree with you.
That's right. Exactly.
Well, tell me 100%. Something, fellas. What is the big deal whether we line up with Asia or not? Just enjoy the game. This
Well-
is what we got. Who gives a
that's-
stuff whether we
no.
don't
No,
line
there's a
up
lot
with
of there's a
Asia?
lot of money in Asia for the club
Who
to win. By
bloody
the way,
cares? Who cares?
We bloody
Go
care.
and
The
watch
fans
the
care.
game, enjoy the game, and whatever happens, happens.
Okay, so
Whether
when
they
you gotta-
play in winter
so-
or in summer, I couldn't give a stuff, to be honest
So
with you.
Brisbane Roar go over there and play in Asia during the summertime here, and they go and play and get done 5 or 6-0. What happens then? How would you feel?
Well, look, I don't care what happens over there. All I know is I want to watch the A-League. I want to watch whatever quality we got, which I respect our quality, because even the quality we see, it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Everyone's a coach from the grandstand. We can easily bag players and this and that, but you know what? And I disagree, and you've said it a few times, I disagree when you say promotion relegation, because when a team's last and second last, you've claimed that they don't try. That is the biggest load of BS I've ever heard.
Well,
because
that's right.
They always try because you can play in the backyard with your 10-year-old boy, and I
Kiss
bet,
my ass,
and,
as you said, yeah.
and I bet
Jeff-
you try your hardest.
Jeff, we're going to thank you for coming on tonight. We're going
It
to
was
make
a
this one
pleasure.
because we've got another big guest. Hang on, if you can hear it on your side, Jeff, and hear this really.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks
and
for
thank you for having me on, Jeff. Thank you.
Have a good week.
We'll
Thank
talk to you
mate.
very
Bye.
shortly, Jeff. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That was Jeff Pangrazio, guys.
Jeff
Amazing stuff from
Pangrazio.
Jeff about what's happening in Adelaide and what's going on there.
Yes,
We've got
yes.
a massive guest coming on right now.
Who we got?
We've got a gentleman here who actually played for the 1991
Spiridiakos,
Youth
isn't it?
World Cup. No, Youth World Cup.
Raskopoulos.
Raskopoulos. It was his coach at Olympic.
He was the coach.
Let me get him right now, guys.
Well, let's
so
put
let
him
me
on, the
get.
young
We're going to
fella.
get George Sorras on, guys. If you'd seen George
played
being
for Olympic,
advertised,
did he?
yes, he played for Olympic.
Olympic.
We got to start like we're going to start like that right now when I call him. Okay?
Yes.
Are you ready? You ready?
We've got him up here somewhere.
Here it comes.
Sydney Olympic.
Let's get him, guys.
Founded 1957.
Here he comes. Ready to go? It's ringing.
Sydney Olympic.
Olympic.
Where's the big one? St.
Olympic.
George Budapest there. And what about Inter Monaro there? Well, also we had
Hello, George. Is that you?
Footscray JS we had there.
Good evening,
And what about
George.
Green Gully?
Welcome to the
And
craziest
Strikers.
football show in the world, as
Oh,
you
what
know,
about
as you could probably seen it right now. The guy's gone mad. He Joe's. You can. George is going. You can hear him. Welcome, George.
Yeah, I can hear you. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Mate, it's our pleasure to have you on because I tell you what, George, you've achieved some stuff in your career as a football or a soccer player at the time as it was known.
Well-
Mate, a lot of big things we've heard about you. How's that?
George, sorry.
That's frothy, mate. Watch out for him.
I just need to interrupt here. Now, are you the George Sorras or the George Sorras?
Sorras.
Apparently, there's two of you with similar names.
That's right. There is a Sorras as well. Very good boy, George Sorras.
So
But I'm
who are you?
Sorras.
You're the other one.
I'm the SARRAS.
That's right, yes.
SARRAS.
That's
Okay,
right.
Okay. Well,
That's
now we know
right,
who we're
that's
talking to. That'll do.
George,
That's right.
welcome
Yeah.
to football. As you know,
Yeah,
we are
well,
crazy
I
as
tell you
hell. We
what,
are mad as hell on this show, of course.
We're gonna get
And we had a
George
friend of
with the
yours,
tips,
Manny Spaniardakis, a few weeks ago.
Spaniardakis.
We had him on there.
What a great fella, great guy.
He is a
very,
great
very
guy.
Smart man, yeah, very good family man, wonderful footballer.
Yes.
very,
He's
very
Scottish,
genuine
wouldn't
bloke.
he be?
Scottish. He's
Many
Scottish.
Spaniardakis, isn't it?
Now, George,
Background.
we're gonna go back to 1991 here. We're gonna bring back He's mad about Olympic, as you can hear. Now, in 1991, you went to Portugal. Is that right?
What about Peter?
Correct, we did, yeah. I was very fortunate. I was in that 91 World Cup team.
And now you saw the
Gary
photo I
Meyer
put up of you. Is that right? Did you see the photograph there? It's amazing little photo. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't
Gary
find a photo, and I
Phillips,
found
yeah,
that one. Here you go. Dressed up in
That's
your
right.
Socceroo outfit or Ollie Roos or whatever it is. Now, let me
That's
tell you,
right.
George, in 1991, let me say, the under-20s World Cup team, was that the best performance ever of an Australian team in under-20s? Because you guys won a bronze medal. That's amazing,
Absolutely
George.
it was, of
Correct. It
I
was,
remember watching
we played Portugal in the semi-finals.
Yes.
Mark Bosnich was the goalkeeper.
Oh, boy.
Bozza.
Yeah, 100. Bozza, good boy. There was 117,000 people at that game, and we conceded a goal in the 30th minute. Rui Costa hit the top corner past Bosnich.
Jesus. And Boz has got a
Costa.
big, or did he have a big mouth? Has he got a big mouth right now? Same thing, isn't it?
He was brilliant. We met him in England
Yes.
just while we were touring prior to getting to Portugal, and he was a star. He was at Aston Villa at the time. So he was doing
amazing.
very well. So then we played the loser of Brazil and Russia, and we beat Russia on penalties and received the bronze medal.
Jesus, now that'd have to be the best by any stage. That would be the best under 20s team that had gone that far. Would you say that? I don't think any other.
It was. No.
And who was your coach at the time? Was it Les Scheinflug?
Les Scheinflag, assisted
boss.
by Rob Blanca. You had Corica, Popovic, Babic, Ocon, Stanton.
God.
Everyone was there. Yeah, it was a great team.
And
it was a brilliant team.
And this is some of the, you're talking about the golden generation there as well. My God, George.
Correct. Yeah, correct. And
Yeah.
a lot of those guys I was at the Institute with, and there were some great guys. It was a good era then. It was brilliant.
We're going to talk about the AIS right now. Do you know a guy
Yes.
called Smudge? You ever heard of a guy called
that's Ron
Smudge?
Smith. Ron Smith.
Smudgy
yeah.
boy.
We had Smudge on a few weeks ago when
And he had a
spoke
few
about the
beers
AIS.
as well, I reckon.
He was a bit drunk on the. He was a bit drunk on the thing, and then with Gary Cole as well. I think Gary Cole was
Peter
there with you. Is that
Blasby had a
right?
few
That's
beers.
right. Smudge is probably one of the smartest coaches I ever listened to or played under. He was brilliant coach.
So let's just say you were the captain at the AIS. Is that right? The captain of the team.
Myself and Robbie Stanton were the captain and vice captains
Amazing.
for a couple of years.
Now the guys that were at the AIS, can you name us a few guys that you were there with developing?
Robbie Stanton was there.
Yes,
Stevie Corica.
Jeez.
Corica was there.
Nova Duca at the time. Nova Duca.
No, Viduka was after me. I was there 89, 90. Viduka
Okay.
came a couple of years later.
Frothy, you got something for George?
Yeah, well, George, listen, I've got some questions for you. During your playing career, which you had a great one, with Souris, this is the George.
Yes, with an AS at the end, mate.
Right,
Jeez,
sorry, I
mate,
get
it's
a bit
hard of hearing,
confused. I
George.
mean, this is a bit tricky,
Tell him
George.
to say double RAS.
Double RAS.
Okay, well, we'll take it at that. Now, listen, when you were playing the great game, was there one team you feared playing? You said, oh, no, we've got to play these guys again. We're probably going to lose.
I didn't fear him, but I loved playing South Melbourne in Melbourne.
Ooh, now we're in trouble now, mate.
Now,
Yeah,
listen.
they had a good team. Paul Trimboli and those boys were brilliant. Absolute brilliant team.
How did I know? Before you had answered that, I could have made a bet that you were going to say South Melbourne. Now, does that mean I know the game? Now, listen.
Yeah, you do.
I know whatever I know, and we all know more than others. And then listen, your hardest opponent, who would you say you said, oh shit, he's going to do me? Yeah, I will not get around this guy.
Gary McDowell.
Yeah. Well, I was fortunate when I started playing in defence and I played against Mark Viduka. He was probably the most talented guy. Yeah, he was brilliant. Mark Viduka was brilliant. Yeah, he was just coming through the ranks. He was incredible player.
That's
but
right.
alongside players, Branko Milosevic was good. Peter Tsakenis was good.
Yes.
Tony Spiridakos was good. Ivan Kelic was good. There's some very good players.
Yes.
Ivan Kelic played for South Melbourne too.
Ivan
That's right.
Kelic, yes,
That's
he's
right.
played, now, listen, now try not to be biased here. I know it's a little bit hard. You played in that era.
Yeah.
A-League versus NSL. What do you think?
Please say NSL, somebody.
in one word, who do you reckon? Which product is better?
NSL.
I mean, look, I have my opinion. I only think through technology and professionalism today. I've seen some boring games in NSL. I've seen some low crowds at the NSL. I've seen some big crowds in NSL. There's been great players in NSL, same as the A-League. Again, we all have opinions.
Yeah.
I think the A-League probably tips the NSL by a little bit. What do you think, George?
Probably, but I just believe the NSL had a bit more. They had rivalries, but they had a lot of talented players.
Individuals.
That were, a lot of individuals. Because don't forget, when the NSL was, players weren't going overseas at the time. They were just starting to go. So when you look at players like Kalanzis, Eddie Krenchevich, David Mitchell, these guys were starting to go overseas, and they were bringing
Brown,
the passion.
Marshall Soper, Paul
That's right,
Trimboli,
Marshall
Oscar
Soper.
Crino.
Yeah, these guys were brilliant.
There was
Brilliant.
probably 100 of them.
A lot of them.
I feel like
the
fainting.
Vidmar boys.
George.
The Vidmar boys in Adelaide. Yeah.
I feel like fainting after you said that, mate. Jesus. Where are they all now? Where are they all now, for God's sakes, George?
I know. Well, I know South Melbourne got a couple of the boys that still are involved, like Trimmers and all that. And then you got Sydney FC with Robbie Stanton and Bimby still at Sydney FC, which is great.
Yes.
But yeah, it's good. I think they're both on par. But I believe there was probably a little bit more passion by the players and the supporters during the NSL.
Okay.
I totally agree with you there because this A-League was brought into the production line to kill off the ethnic teams and supporters, which is totally wrong. We all have to come from somewhere, and who cares where you come from?
That's right. That's where you're going. That's right.
Well, that's right, and it's actually they've done a they haven't done a good job because at the minute it's well, even though the games are exciting, I watch every game. I don't know whether you heard us before, but you know, they did what they had to do to get more people at the grounds and whatever. But at the minute, as we're talking, it's not actually working. I know. It's actually failed, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I think the people the players or coaches and fans that went through the NSL can appreciate how good the NSL was.
Exactly.
The people that have just getting on board as far as the A-League love it for what it is, but don't understand how it was.
That's right,
that's
exactly.
the difference.
Absolutely.
Now, George, I've got something for you right now.
Oh, here we go.
What do you got?
We're going to say, how do we say this word?
Olympic.
Olympic. Now, we're going to talk about Olympic now. You've heard that thousands of times. Is that right? When you're playing, is that right?
Many times.
Now, your time at Olympic, tell us your time. What was it like in the NSL, playing in the NSL? You know it was bloody passion at the time. The Savlakis were bloody boiling hot. Is that right? On those days, is that right?
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. One is because we had fantastic players. We had loving supporters. I played for about 8 or 9 years. I saw about 10 or 11 presidents, 8 or 9 coaches.
Yes.
But it was all fantastic. It was all happy times.
Yes.
I played alongside some brilliant players. We changed venues every couple of years. We changed training grounds every year, but we loved it. It was brilliant. And then alongside, I'm talking like with Branko Milosevic and Nick Meredith and Davey Barrett and Graham Lee and Gary Phillips.
Sir Nick Meredith. Yes, we've interviewed him. Yes, we've interviewed him too.
Yeah, very good boys.
Now,
very good boys, and
were you just getting at the time there when the cat was leaving, or were you there at the same time?
Cat.
I started when Cat finished. The first training session I had with first grade, Catty was still playing and Rasko was playing.
Yes.
And then they ventured off. But I started when I was 17, 18 years. Some good players.
And so you might have played against the Cat because he played for so many teams in NSL. He was at Arpia, he was at Marconi.
Yes, he was.
My God, you must have played against him at Marconi for sure.
Yeah. The only guy that can kick a ball with the same left and right foot and pin it on your head from 40 yards.
Unbelievable, wasn't he?
Brilliant. Cat was brilliant.
A lot of stories about him. All the players. We had Gary Ward last week, and Gary Ward said they used to bloody sit down together at Arpia like, let's do 50 sit-ups. Yeah. What the hell? 50 sit-ups? Was he like that too? My God, man.
Yeah, he was very good, very passionate, wonderful guy, wonderful.
So the players that you played, did you play? Something tells me you played for someone else in the NSL. Is that right?
Well, what happened was the last year that I played for Canberra Cosmos. I went to Canberra and played for a year there. Yeah, I went there with it was myself, Paul Wade, John Markowski. We finished our career in Canberra. Yeah, so we had a good time.
So what was it like playing in the capital at the time?
Yeah, it was good. I trained with Olympic here during the week, and I'd fly down Friday night or Saturday, play the game, and then come back.
My God, so Olympic knew exactly your game plan and you train with them.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
They must have picked
on
you.
Good.
Now, Sunday, listen, my comparison, I was going to say A-League, I do a comparison A-League player versus an NSL player.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Canberra Cosmos, you mentioned. And, well, look, at the end of the day, when Paul Wade was at the Cosmos, he was finished. I mean, Eddie Thompson was his favourite, and he used to put him in the Socceroos when he used to perform.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
So my comparison here is, I want to hear what you have to say about this, is Aaron Moy or Paul Wade?
Oh, Jesus.
Look, I tell you what, Paul Wade, he held his own, not a problem. And don't forget, he was a proud Australian, and he was very patriotic. And if he wasn't as talented as Aaron Moy, his passion and his gift and his desire kept him up there. And we need more people like Paul Wade. Exactly. But if you had to compare, I think as far as a bit more elegance and charisma, I think Aaron Moy's a little bit better.
Okay,
really?
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah. I think for the work rate, I think Paul Wade was a harder worker than Moy. I think Moy,
correct. Yeah,
compared to Wade, he's a little bit lazy.
Australian captain as well, mate.
Well, he's played for the Socceroos at least 60 times. Paul Wade,
of course, he has.
And may I add, he might be the next coach at the Victory. I've said that.
Here we go
again.
I'm going to go crazy one day.
I hope so. He's good. He's good.
There you go.
And my ass already.
Just one last question from me. is there a team in the A-League that you actually have a bit of a passion about, or you follow? Is there anyone there?
I do follow Sydney FC. I'm pretty fortunate at the moment. Unfortunate because my son's the first grade goalkeeper at Sydney Olympic at the moment.
Fantastic!
Oh,
fantastic! We're going to have to talk to him.
Well, there you go. So he's aligned in some way sometimes with Sydney FC. He trains with them. So I've got that passion with Sydney FC.
George, congratulations on your victory against the Victory this coming weekend.
Here we go.
I'm predicting 4-zip.
Oh, God.
Well,
no, thank you.
I don't think that's much. Ryan Grant is going to score a goal this weekend.
No, he won't.
There you go.
A penalty.
He's absolutely flying at the moment, Ryan Grant.
I hate that guy.
It must be his new hairstyle. Well. What do you think?
It must be. I think it's the aerodynamics. Yeah, he's doing good.
And a poor old Victory. Are you glad to see him down there, or does it bring a tear in your eye?
For what? What's that?
Well, the Victory on the bottom of the ladder. Does that break your heart?
It does.
Yeah,
it does. And I know
too,
my good friend Kevin Muscat, who played in the Australian team when we were in Portugal, he was with us.
Jeez.
And I know what he's like, and I know how passionate he is, and he'd be crying what's happening to Melbourne Victory. Yeah, they shouldn't be there. Melbourne Victory should be one of the top two, but things happen, and you need to learn from that, and they'll come back up. There's no drama.
Now,
they're
George,
a good club. They're the family club.
Yes. Now, George, before we let you go, we don't want to talk too long because we've got something really special happening again. Now, I spoke to you earlier on the phone before we called you. This problem with the game going back to winter and summer. Your last form. How can we say this? You tell me. What do you think?
All right, look, I think it's good to align with Europe as far as summer here and winter there. My only concern is that apart from playing A-League, being on beautiful grass, great stadiums, the second division, MPL kids are suffering because they're playing on synthetic during the summer. It's hot. They're getting short-term and long-term injuries. They don't realise it. Goalkeepers are killing themselves diving on those fields. So I think that it shouldn't definitely not be in summer as such. It should be more in the autumn stuff because I think it's too hard on the body. I think it's very too hard on the body because it's only A-League and then it's daylight after that. And these kids, short-term, long-term, are going to be injured. Their calves, their groins, it's going to be a problem. It's not good.
George, exactly. And that's why we need to go back to winter to align with Asia so that the clubs can have success in the Asian Champions League as well, which they can make a lot of money there. A lot of money if they win it. And this is the thing about this. So that's the thing, George.
Then you turn everyone.
That's right. And people will go to those games. They're playing international clubs. There you go.
Correct. That's right, because they align. Very good. Sensational. I've heard very good things about your radio program.
It's not. It's a TV program. It's a TV program.
But I know, but radio meaning me talking on the.
That's
on
fine.
The thing.
Yes, George.
I've heard very good things about it. Wonderful.
We've got a good friend of yours on next week.
Well, who we got?
Who you got?
Peter Tsakenis is on next week.
Peter Tsakenis.
He's on next week. You're gonna have to tune in for sure.
He's the guy with the mullet, is he?
Yes, you've cracked jackpot. That guy, he doesn't do interviews, so you've done very well. You've got the scoop.
We've got him. I'll tell you why. Before you go, George, I met Peter in 1998 in Townsville. I was working at the casino as an entertainer, and I met him up there singing and performing, and he remembers me when I called him yesterday. He couldn't. And I got photographs of me and him as well, so I've got to get him
we did the same night. I was just a security guard. Remember that?
Yeah, you're the security guard. Bashed my face, and that's right. Yeah,
George. Before you go, let's try and get a one-word answer. Let's just go through the round of the A-League here. The Wanderers are playing Perth. I'm going for Perth. How about you?
I think I watched the game the other day with Wanderers. I mean, they fell short. They won the game because of an offside, but I think Wanderers are just starting to hit their straps at the moment.
Fair comment. The Bulls are playing the Ninjas. You know the Ninjas are, don't you?
Mysterious MacArthur Bulls.
We call them the Ninjas, the Western United.
Yeah. Look, I think I think MacArthur's pretty good. Ante's done very well there. He's just getting the team to gel, and Ante's a smart coach. So I think they're just starting to find their straps. They're doing well.
Okay, the Smurfs are playing VAR FC. Sorry,
here we go again.
Sorry, Melbourne Victory FC.
Leave my boys alone.
I call them VAR because
we've got our boys going to win that one.
Yeah,
What?
well, that's right.
I'm a Victory supporter, George. I cannot agree with you there, mate. Sorry about that one. But I can't agree with you. No way.
And just a one-word answer, George, since you're a professional, you've played the game and your knowledge is absolutely fantastic. The 17 grand final, rigged or not rigged?
The which grand final?
The 2017 grand final, VAR versus Newcastle.
No.
Not rigged? Okay, fair enough.
George.
Next game, the Wellington Phoenix are playing the Raw. Now, well, what's going to happen here? I've got no idea.
Wellington Phoenix 6-0, mate.
I'm going for a draw.
Yeah. Look, Wellington and Ufuk Talay is a very good coach, and I think
agree.
they've been unlucky the last couple of weeks.
I agree.
I think Wellington will probably start getting some back-to-back wins. He's a good coach.
He is a good coach, and I like him. The Jets are playing the Reds.
Well, I think the Jets are needing a win, and I think they'll probably come through this week.
Whoa, that's a fair point, that one. Melbourne City, well, look at this one here, eh? Melbourne City are playing Central Coast Mariners. I'm going for Melbourne City. I think the Mariners are going to start falling down the ladder a little bit. I just don't believe they can be that good. There's just something, they're vulnerable. There's something going on.
Look, I think Melbourne City are the better team. However, if Central Coast were going to start going down, it would have happened already. So the fact they've gone past that danger zone, I think they're going to do okay, and they'll probably win the game.
Oh, so you're going for the Mariners a bit?
Yeah, I'm going to go for the Mariners
here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Ooh, big call. Big call. But, well, that's fair enough.
All right, George.
Yeah.
Well, George,
all right, pal.
Now, before one more little thing. One more little thing before we let you go. One more little thing.
Yes.
Your medal, your bronze medal. Do you still have it? Of course you still have it.
I have it in my top drawer.
Now,
I also have the Russian jersey and
God.
I swapped all the jerseys. Yeah.
Can you do me a small favour? Can you please photo them? We want to put them up on our site. We want to put them up on our site and show that Australia, because nobody knows this, George, and nobody looks at this, that this was the best performance by an under-20 World Cup team. The best performance ever. And it's a big credit to Les Scheinflug, was an amazing coach. I know Les very well. He's an amazing man. Thank you, George.
And we were very fortunate at the World Cup. Johnny Warren had attended that World Cup.
That's amazing too.
Because they were hosting the World Cup in '93 in Australia. So he had come over, and he was a wonderful man and sadly missed.
Johnny Warren, is he the guy that said Sheila's wogs and poofed us or something?
Yes, we do know that.
That's the one.
That's the one, yes.
George, thank you very much. Can you take Can you please send us photos of that stuff?
We need the medals. We've got to put the medals.
We'd love to put that up and tell Les that there's the medal that you won, Les. There it is.
Put it next to the.
There you go. Maybe you can get Les Scheinflug on the.
We've had him on before, and we'll get him on. We will get him again. We'll get him. Thank you very much, George. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, George. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. That is one of the players that played in the 1991 Under-20 World Cup, where Australia had their best performance ever in any Under-20 World Cup, winning a bronze medal. My God, man, and beating Russia in that third-place playoff. Tell me about that.
Well, look, the names he played with. What did he say? Viduka,
My
Ocon.
God, man, you're talking about these boys.
That was the
Muscat, even Mr. Muscat who spits.
Well, Muscat.
Hey.
Look, Muskie was a great player. Let's not take away anything about his tackle and his spitting. You've got to say Muscat has... Look, tell me something. In your opinion, would Kevin Muscat be in the top 20 Australian players ever?
He spits too much.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think so too. But now listen, what's happening with Gavin Walker? Is he coming
He's coming on right now. Mr. MPL's coming on, guys. Mr. MPL's coming on, guys, mate.
I've got something interesting here, which I saw on Facebook.
Bit of music right now. Hope he gets on.
And someone did the top 10... well, I'll tell Gavin...
Where are you, Mr. MPL?
Probably won't believe me because...
Is he going to answer the phone or what?
I mean, look,
Mr. NPL, are you available tonight?
I'm available, Harry. What's up? I sent your message.
Well, mate, it doesn't make any difference, mate. We know we've got to get Sean because people are listening about the NPL Victoria right now. Mate,
how are we?
What do you think of George Sorras? My God, man, he played in that World Cup. Under 20 World Cup, the only ever best performance by under 20, and nobody knows this, Gavin. Nobody knows this.
was a good conversation. Enjoyed that. My under-20s World Cup. It was good memories, mate. I remember. Like Prof, you were saying, I watched it. Watched that semi-final against Portugal.
Yes.
And some great players come out of that team too.
Well, hold on, Gav. You said you watched that game. You would have been 2.
Yes, Proffies.
How
old was I, mate? I was 16, mate.
You're 16. Oh, so you're that old?
Bloody hell, mate.
16-year-old me, mate.
Now, listen, can you confirm? Oh, well, listen, I've got something here to tell you. We're going to talk about the South Melbourne boy, but before we go to that...
yes, Jerry Salados. You should know your pronunciation.
Is this bloke can't spell, mate?
Salados. Jerry.
Wait a minute.
Hang on, I've got to say something first. I'm about to vomit. There you go.
Well, listen, Harry's upset with South Melbourne for various reasons, but not to worry. Terry Salatos, was it?
Jerry Salada
Biscuits.
Salada Biscuits. Is that what you're talking about?
Jerry, what's his name?
Jerry Salados.
Salados. Okay. Spanish name, huh?
Is it fair? Look, there, Gav. No, I'm serious, right? You probably think I'm not. Is it fair to say if he ends up at an A-League club, he will improve drastically and be he has got a Robbie Cruz about him. I love the way he attacks the play. He needs to build up a bit of, put on a couple of kilos or something. And just go in for those 50-50s. I noticed him on Friday night.
I agree.
He holds back a little bit. He has to lunge forward. Yeah. Because he's got some great control. He finds real estate and he gets around players.
And he reminds you of somebody.
Who's that?
He reminds you of a player that could play at Melbourne Victory next season, yes.
Well,
he's as you know, Prof, he's got some pace. He's got good technique.
Yes. He has.
He can score goals. You know what I mean?
He has, yeah.
And I think the step up would help him because the A-League's a bit more technical than the VPL.
Yes.
And it's less physical. True. And there's better pitches as well. And when you're training like 2 sessions, 5 days a week, you know what I mean? That's just going to help you so much. You know what I mean?
Well, that's right.
Technique, tactics in every way, like being a professional footballer does. It just helps you in every single way to improve your game.
You're right, Gav. I think he's. I think the young fella. I mean, there's a few going around in the VPL, obviously, but he's one that really caught my eye. I just love the way when he gets the ball. He's so focused on moving forward and he actually gets around players. He knows how to push the ball left and right to create that bit of real estate. Yes. Well, you have to say, I mean, there is it's fair to say there's slightly better coaches in the A-League than the VPL. It's more professional. There's more training. Surely it's going to help him. But now, listen, a funny thing I saw on Facebook, I'm going to mention these top 10 names here. Colin, David, Paul... Now, get this. Gavin at number 4, James at number 5. Then we got Mark, Kyle, Connor, Adam, and Damien. Now, sorry, Harry, they haven't mentioned you here.
Who the bloody hell is this now?
And they said, and what I'm getting at, you're at number 4 and I'm at number 5. They're saying the top 10...
He's back!
Horace the Crow, piss off, will you? Piss off, you
bastard.
This crow keeps on flying over the bloody studio.
You're going to have to meet this crow, Gavin, very shortly.
Yes. Now,
the crows should go back to Summer Street, mate. Just fly around there for a while, mate.
What? Yes, and they can poop on the players over there. Now,
that's right.
Now, listen, these are the top 10 names to have a sex change in 2030. Now, they mentioned Gavin and myself. Well, hey,
beautiful.
I've always said...
If you get the vaccine, you will. That's what changes you, mate.
I've always said, Gav. Now, someone posted this on Facebook. Now, I don't know whether they purposely did it, but they got you at number 4, so you beat me to the...
what for? What's this about, Rocky?
This has got... The guy's... He's lost the top, mate.
Harry cutting you up all the time, mate.
Well, I know. Shut up, Harry.
I'm pissed off tonight,
now,
mate.
Colin, David, Paul, and anyway, you, me, Mark, Kyle, Connor, Adam, and Darren. And like I said, anyway, they're the top 10 names to have a sex change in 2030. But listen, I know you're upset. Now, someone put this on Facebook. I'm serious, right?
And Harry didn't make the top 10, mate.
Harry didn't make the top 10.
That is a
but now you've heard me say this, Gab, and I know you're going to be happy. I know you're going to be happy. I've always said I want to start a T League, which is the transgender league. Now, we love transsexuals. What's wrong with it? They're people too.
I don't say nothing. No comment.
Well, listen. So, look, we're ready to go. It doesn't matter how we turn in future, Gav. Well, we're going to have to.
10 years down the track, mate. Yeah, it's a long way off.
Please,
yeah.
can we get back to football, please?
Hey, look,
we're running out of data, mate.
Now let's get back to football.
Exactly, good idea.
NPL, what happened this week, Gavin?
Round three.
Round three.
What
As
happened?
Rocky said earlier in the show, he made the trip out to Jack Edwards Reserve. It was great to see him out there.
Jack Edwards, eh? Jesus.
Jack Edwards, yeah. It was a good game.
It was a good game.
By
Yes,
us.
yes.
Very impressed by us, actually. I
Yes.
was like, surprising. I was surprised how good we were, to be honest. I know.
Well, the first half,
draw.
Gav. The second half, I think.
Yeah, second half we fell away a little bit. I agree.
We did.
First half we were really good.
We were very good, actually. We
And,
could have
let's be
challenged
honest,
your team, Harry.
I'm not sure if you've seen the goal on the replay, Oakley's goal.
Yep.
But it's a clear handball. It is clear.
Really?
handball.
Oh, you're joking.
No, it's clear as day, mate. It's like on the angle I was sitting in the grandstand, I was directly behind the bloke when the ball's come out of the air. He's controlled it off his chest and then volley straight in the top corner. Like it was a magnificent finish.
Well.
It was a handball when he controlled it. When the ball comes down, he controls it with his hands, his arms out in front of him, hits him in the arm, and then volleyed it straight off his arm into the top corner to make it 1-1. So if it was VAR, it was the A-League. Or maybe not. Don't know. Who knows? VAR would have said no goal.
Beautiful.
So the point is here, Gav. The point is that
some teams should have won.
Well, the point is here, believe it or not, I was actually getting a souvlaki at the time. And
so I know. He come back and was like, 1-1, mate.
Yeah, and your missus was there with your daughter, and I was getting a souvlaki.
Yes.
I heard the roar of 6 people. I figured that's got to be Oakley.
Is that it?
That's got to be Oakley. Got to be equalised for Oakley. That's right.
Yeah, so, but I didn't see the incident. But
I understand, yeah. Have a look at it on
I
YouTube,
will,
mate, or whatever.
because I never saw it.
Christ.
So I suppose it's evident then that the referee and the linesman are Oakley supporters then. Was it that clear? Was it a handball?
On the replay as well, Trophies, the ref went over to the linesman, spoke to the linesman, and the linesman must have said either, I didn't see it, or he didn't handle it.
Oh, no.
Can I just say what was Chris
They're
Taylor
killing
thinking
the
at the
game.
time? What was Chris Taylor thinking at the time? Did he say anything?
Oh, he's on the far side. I was in the grandstand, Harry, and he's on the far side. So it's hard to see what the coach's kind of reaction is on that side of the pitch. You know what I mean? Like, but no, it was like I was really happy with the point.
Okay, boys.
Port lost to Eastern Lions 2-1, which is a big upset.
What?
Well,
I saw a little bit of that game,
upset.
actually.
Where did you see that game?
I saw it on live for a couple of minutes. I thought to myself, they got this Japanese scintillating bloody player, Japanese player.
Oh, yes, very good player.
I can't believe the guy was
What's his
unbelievable, mate. I tell you what.
Masato Kobayashi, is it?
I don't know what he's known.
Something like that.
Suzuki or something, mate. That kid,
No,
that guy is going to be picked up by an A-League team. I'm telling you right now, they're going to lose him very shortly.
That's
Well, he's probably a Japanese student or
Yes,
something like that.
yes,
You know what I
mate.
mean?
It was
Like,
absolutely brilliant. The goal.
He's,
Oh my God.
I saw that. Now you know what his name is? His name is Shinji.
Oh no.
No, it's Shinji. What's his surname?
Kazuki.
No, it's Shinji Saganaki, something like that.
Okay, yeah. That's the name. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yep,
fine.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a Greek cheese, Saganaki, doesn't it? You got a Greek cheese?
Is it? So they got a bloody good team. They're very not really well known, but they've got
Eastern
players.
Lions.
Very
They've got
surprised.
a new coach. They've got a new coach in charge. He took over after the first game, and he's got a draw and a win now. So he's got 2 good results in
Fantastic.
2 good
Wow.
weeks. So maybe Eastern Lions have got a chance to stay up. Maybe.
Where
Who
are
knows?
Where are they from, Gavin? What part of Melbourne?
Eastern Lions? They're Ringwood or something like
I
that.
get you.
Somewhere like
Okay.
that. I think. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I've never been to their ground.
There's only one football, guys. Yes. Okay. Next game.
The other game on the Friday night was Dandenong versus Bentley. 2-1 win to Dandenong to Bentley.
Gee, my
2-1 win
my God.
to Bentley away at Dandenong. So good win for Bentley after they lost last week to Port Melbourne at home.
Gee.
On the Saturday, Avondale lost 2-0 to Green Gully at Avondale.
Gee.
Big win for Green Gully.
a big one.
I picked that.
Avondale got 1 point now from 3 games, I think. So they started well.
Well,
Altona 2, Heidelberg 2 at Altona.
Geez, that's not...
Altona were 2-0 up
Gee.
at half time, and Burgers come back. I was talking to someone who went to the game, and they said that Heidelberg had like 2 chances and scored 2 goals. That was it. That was
gee.
Altona were pretty much cruising,
Can't believe
dominating the game. They should have put their chances. They had more chances,
Gee.
didn't put them away. And then Heidelberg got an equaliser in the 93rd minutes or something.
How big's John Markovsky these days? Jesus.
He was nappy supposedly when the equaliser went in.
Jeez, unbelievable.
According to what I got told. So
Next game.
Gav, hold on.
on Saturday, Hume beat Dandy City 3-1.
That's
Good result for
weird.
Wow,
That's
that's
very weird for that to happen.
That's a fair result. I tipped that one too.
That's right.
Yeah, well, that's right, Profits. I agree with that. Like, Dandy City are not going well at all.
Yep.
They've had 2 losses and a draw. So, and they've been beaten pretty comprehensively
Yes.
now by Hume this week, St Albans the week before. And in the big result, I thought, big shock, St Albans 2, Melbourne Knights 1.
Ooh, they'd be
Wow.
they'd be burning their stadium down there now at Summer Street, Summers Road.
Well,
whatever
they
Summers-
they started the season with 2 wins, Harry, and they were going real well. I went to their round 2 game against Dandenong, played
Jesus.
pretty well. And then I went to St Albans game round 1. St Albans were absolute rubbish against Green Gully, and now they've got back-to-back wins, St Albans.
Jesus.
So
Must be
this
something.
week, it's all over the place, mate.
It is all
Honestly,
over the
it's
place.
like-
That's the problem. So,
It's up and down, and you think teams are going to win easily, and they lose, and
Jesus.
it's just like,
So
it's,
where's the
yeah.
so it's so even. We don't even know where the ladder is at the moment. How it's going to pan out in the next few weeks.
I'll get the 3 games in. I suppose we could look at the table. I suppose.
Yes.
Green Gully are top.
Gee.
2 wins and a draw.
Gee.
Bentley are second. 2 wins and a loss.
Gee.
Knights are third. 2 wins. St Albans are fourth. 2 wins.
Gee.
Hume are fifth. 1 win, 2 draws.
Gee.
We are sixth. 1 win, 2 draws. Eastern Lions are 7. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Avondale the same. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. They're 8th. Altona Magic played 3, 1, 0, drawn 3, lost 0.
Gee.
So they're 9th. Port 1 win, 2 losses. They're 10th. Oakley 2 draws and a loss. They're 11th. Burgers. The Burgers down in 12th.
Are you
2 draws,
are you kidding me?
1 loss, mate. 2 points.
Are
12th.
you kidding me?
No,
You're
no,
saying
no.
they are last.
Oh, mate. No,
Jesus.
12th. 12th.
Fellas,
They're 12th. They're third last.
I just got a message on my. I got a smartwatch here.
There we go. I see the bloody-
Brisbane Raw smartwatch.
Yes.
I just got a message from one of our members. Now I'll say this like a Greek because I've been studying Greek. Evening.
Oh, fantastic! Yes,
Yeah.
a new philosopher. Yeah.
His name is hold on. What's his Sotiris Kalafatidis. He's from Heidelberg, and he says Katsakis is his final year this year.
Who told you
Oh,
that?
really?
Sotiris
Interesting.
Are you kidding me?
Sotiris
What's he retiring,
Kalafatidis.
Proffies? Is Katakis retiring? Is he, mate?
Well,
He's
I-
never get a sack.
George is too young for that. mate.
Well, he's not saying whether he's going to be sacked or he's going to get his
No.
contract is ending, but
No.
apparently it's his last year. Well, let's see.
Fair enough.
Watch this space.
That's
Harry.
weird.
Watch
That
this
is
space.
one of George's
Yeah,
bloody
well,
there.
they've started the season well.
George's coach for life there, mate. Thank you very much.
Now listen,
They haven't
one
started
more.
well, and
He's
you know,
done
big
well.
things were expected of them this
So
year. They
now
haven't
next
started
week,
well.
next
And
week,
the 2 Dandenong clubs are at the bottom of the table. Danny Thunder second last. Danny City last.
Whoa,
you're joking.
gee.
Oh boy!
So,
So they're going to be
yeah,
playing.
that's the table after 3
I mean,
games, and
mackerel.
then the games this week. I'll quickly give
Yes,
you the games
yes,
this
yes,
week.
yes.
Knights Hume on Friday night at Summer Street.
Yep.
Okay,
Port
Hume,
versus South.
Port.
Port versus South. This is like what's the name? Richard Raw's derby, mate. Port versus South, mate.
That's the one.
Unbelievable, mate.
Richard Raw's
Richard-
going to that game. Apparently, I heard.
Richard should tune into this, mate.
was
Oh,
here
yeah,
this
find
week.
out, Richard.
How are you, Richard, in Brisbane? How are you, mate?
Hi, Richard. I liked your video the other day, mate.
I saw
But
it.
unlucky
I
against-
saw it.
Pretty good.
Unlucky against Western United.
I know.
Green Gully, Heidelberg on Friday night. Bentley, St Albans Friday night.
Bentley.
Dandy City, Avondale Friday
Avondale.
night. Altona, Oakley Saturday night.
Oakley.
Eastern Lions versus Dandy Thunder Sunday. They're
Eastern
the games.
Lions.
Unbelievable. So what we can say to everybody out there, get out there and support your bloody club. It's the
Yeah,
NPL.
absolutely.
This could be the
All
last.
tune in.
This could be the last year of NPL Victoria, by the way, I've heard.
Well,
because a
you
lot of
never
clubs are
know.
going into bloody
Second
second
division,
divisions coming, mate. That's why. So get out and
Well,
support your
Harry.
bloody
They
clubs.
say that.
So, Gavin, thank you very much tonight.
One more thing.
No worries, Harry. And watch the stream as well. You can watch all these games
Yes.
on Friday nights on the streams, on the Facebook stream and on YouTube stream on NPL
Yes,
Victoria.
yes.
It's worth watching. It's a good.
It is. I've seen
it's
them.
good- it's a-
Wow.
It's a good level of coverage. It's worth watching.
It's pretty good.
Well, I've seen it. Now, before you go, Gav,
Yep.
now, look at this. Now, you're going to say to yourself, well, you know, it used to happen years ago, and we used to get fines, and we used to get in trouble, and they used to call us wogs, and blah, 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 blah. Now, Tomar Hamed, He's a Israeli player who plays for the
Yeah,
Wanderers.
I've seen that, yes.
Oh, my
Yes.
God.
Now,
Yes,
why
I know.
are they allowed
Seen
to
that.
have Israeli flags in the game? And
Yep,
when
jump on the
South
pitch.
Melbourne had Greek flags, everyone
or anyone
was...
else.
Now,
Or anyone else had their flags, exactly.
that's right. So there you go. The A-League is their policy. Look, the game, like I said, I am enjoying the game. Just goals, just fights, just yellow cards. There is.
God help us, mate.
I'm really, really enjoying the game, Gav.
Yep.
But everything else, why didn't they go and grab those flags? I mean, what's the flag got to do with an Australian
Wellington.
company?
I'll wave my flag my way.
What's Israel got to do with Wellington Phoenix?
He's gone mad, mate.
Well, it's not like they're exactly neighbours, are they? It's not like next to Jordan or something. Or maybe there's tension there. Maybe New Zealand's going to invade Israel. You know?
I'm not going
Interesting,
political.
right.
I'm not going political here. Thank
No,
you very much.
no
Political,
Now,
that's good.
that's right.
Let's stay
Now,
away from this
Gavin,
subject,
we'll talk to you
okay.
next week, of course.
Well, we're out of data, apparently. It's 10:04.
Out of data again, mate, of course.
We're out
Have
of
data,
data.
understands. Great talking to you guys. Good talking to you, Froppies.
Thank you very much, guys. That
It
was
was a
Mr.
pleasure.
NPL. That was Mr. NPL, guys,
Mr.
direct
NPL.
from Victoria somewhere. We don't know where he's going to be somewhere. But let me tell you something right now
Yes,
before we
tell
go.
us something right now
Don't forget
before we go.
CTV Network.
There it
CTV
is.
Network, guys.
CTV
We're on
Network.
CTV Network. Don't forget,
There
it's
it is.
$4.95 a month.
Yes.
And don't forget, you got movies on there that you can't get on Netflix or on Stan, of course.
No. Over 200 movies
Yes.
and TV series
Yes.
for only $4.95 per month. No monthly commitment.
Exactly. And guess who's on?
And-
And guess who's on?
Well, of course, yes. We know.
Football.
And,
This is on there live as well.
And I'll tell you what, a big announcement next week. We've
Yes.
got another sponsor coming up.
Yes, we have.
And
We
can
hope
I
so.
just say,
Fingers crossed.
Guru. He's the guru.
The guru, the love guru. Is that right?
He's the love guru with cars. Did I give it away? He's a mechanic.
Don't talk.
Well, no, let's announce that next week. We've got another sponsor hopping on board along with CTV, and there's only one football.
There's only one football,
And,
guys.
there's only one football.
Check out the T-shirts and everything as
And
well.
also, let's not forget, there is only one Brisbane rule.
Oh, there's only one. Melbourne Victoria's going to win the premiership next year for sure.
There it is there.
Guys, thank you for joining us tonight, guys. We got Peter Tsakenis coming on next week. A big thing about the 1998 Ollie Roos. 1998 Ollie Roos we talk about next week. George Sorras, check it out again, guys. An amazing interview, guys. Thank you much for joining us, guys. Football Less is live tonight again, guys. Thank you for joining us.
West Adelaide Hellas. We had Northern
Clap your hands, guys.
Spirit.
Thank you for joining us. Football Less is live tonight from Melbourne, Australia. If you're listening overseas, you'll just listen to Football Less.
Mid lost a bit. They had.
Cheer there, guys. Wepa, hey!
And apparently Sorras played it.
Check it out, guys. Hup, get it. Join us next week at 9 p.m. with Peter Tsakenis. Hup, hup, hup. The cup of life. This is the one.
This is the one, yes.
Now is the time.
Now is
Don't
the time.
ever stop.
Don't ever stop.
We should have known. Gotta be strong.
Gotta be strong.
We should have known right from the
Right
top.
from the top.
And when you feel the heat, the world is at your feet. No one can hold you back if you're really not right.
No.
I see it in your eyes. You with the cup of life. Nowadays, here you're gonna get it. Do you really want it? Tell me good night, guys. Good to see you next week at 9 p.m. Tuesday night. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Frothy, we've lost the plot tonight. Go and get that bloody crow, mate. He's upsetting me again.
Horace the Crow?
Hi guys, Harry Sunday here, letting you know that there's a apparel company that supports the game that you love. It's called There Is Only One Football.com, guys. They've got all sorts of stuff from caps, t-shirts, water bottles, all sorts of accessories, even for your mobile phone. All that sporting stuff you can wear anywhere you want to wear it, guys. That's right. And don't forget the website it's on, thereisonlyonefootball.com.
There is only one football.